Buenos días, Panteras. Aquí su directora Mirna Muñoz, lista para contarles de las celebraciones que tenemos como escuela en Regular, del trabajo maravilloso que están haciendo tantas personas para aprender desde su casa. Good afternoon, Regular Panthers. This is your principal, Mirna Muñoz. Just here to tell you about the fabulous things that Panthers are doing while away from school to still learn. Are you ready to hear it? I get a report every week about how you're doing with ST Math. Cada semana a mí me mandan un reporte de cómo vamos las Panteras de Regular con ST Math y quiero compartirles el de hoy para que ustedes estén al tanto. Miren, primero, este reporte me dice que esta última semana 168 estudiantes se metieron a ST Math. Felicidades si tú eres uno de esos. Es excepcional que estás siguiendo tu trabajo con matemáticas durante tu estancia en casa. Congratulations if you're one of the 168 students that logged into ST Math at Regular this week. See how this report tells me 2 weeks ago, 158 children logged in. This last week, 168. That's 10 more kids. Excellent job, Panthers. Esos son 10 niños más que se metieron esta semana a ST Math a comparación de la semana pasada. Mira, también este reporte me dice cuántos minutos están usando las personas en ST Math. No sé si tú sepas, pero lo que ST Math recomienda son 120 minutos a la semana. 120 minutos es como meterte 4 veces por 30 minutos o meterte 3 veces a la semana por 40 minutos. Mira, vamos a ver qué nos dice el reporte. So, ST Math suggests 120 minutes a week. This report is telling me that 2 weeks ago, kids on average did 75 minutes. And last week, kids on average did 91 minutes. I have to take a moment to give a shout out to 5th grade. Look at them. Their average as 5th graders was 104 minutes 2 weeks ago, 104 minutes last week. And look at 4th grade catching up, getting themselves ready. Excelente cuarto y quinto. También miren en kinder lo que está pasando. 118 minutos como promedio. Wow, people are working hard. I also want you to see the amount of puzzles that people are building. Look at this. So in 1 week, we got 16,689 puzzles done as a school. Wow. I wonder if we could do 20,000 puzzles this coming week. I wonder if more and more Panthers log in. If we can get to those 120 minutes per week, it's pretty easy. I mean, all you have to do is either log in 4 times a week, 4 days each week for 30 minutes, or 3 days each week for 40 minutes. That would get us going up. So don't forget to set goals. Are you ready to see which classes have the most people participating? ¿Estás listo para ver qué clases están participando más que nadie? Mírenlas, aquí están. Miren la clase del maestro Godoy. ¡Wow! Tiene como 10 niños que se metieron al ST Math mínimo 1 o 2 días y como otros 10 niños que se metieron 3 o 4 días y luego tiene como 2 o 3 que se metieron diario. ¡Wow! Vamos a tener que buscar una manera para premiar esos que se están metiendo diario. Excelente. Eso es tener rutina, es tener las cosas en su lugar. Excelente. También miren la clase del maestro Campbellson, tiene mucha gente entrando en ST Math, la clase de la maestra Hernández y la clase de la maestra Pérez. Wow, miren la clase del maestro White, la clase de la maestra Gilbertson y la clase de la maestra Álvarez. También ahí vienen queriendo meter competencia. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see how we do this next week. Remember, the challenge is for us all to together make 20,000 puzzles before next week. ¿Listas, Panteras? Porque nosotras las Panteras podemos lo que sea, ¿sí o no? Entonces, los dejo con ese desafío y les voy a dar un rugido de Pantera. Ustedes también pueden hacerlo conmigo. 1, 2, 3.
Hola Wriggler Panthers. Hi Wriggler Panthers. This is Miss Betsy. I'm the P3 coordinator at Wriggler. Yo soy Miss Betsy. Soy la coordinadora P3 en Wriggler. I hope you are all doing well. Espero que todos estén muy bien. Hoy quería leerles un libro que se llama Perro Grande, Perro Pequeño. Today I would like to read a book called Big Dog, Little Dog. I know it's a little ripped. I have a small puppy. She is 8 months old and she loves to tear on things. Yo sé que está un poco roto el libro. Es que tengo una perrita de 8 meses que le gusta romper lo que se le mete en la boca. Pero ignoren esto y vamos a leer.
Grande, Perro, Pequeño. Big Dog, Little Dog. Escrito por P.D. Eastman. Written by P.D. Eastman. Fred and Ted eran amigos. Fred era grande y Ted era pequeño. Fred and Ted were friends. Fred was big and Ted was little. Fred siempre tenía dinero. Ted nunca tenía un centavo. Fred always had money. Ted always broke. Cuando caminaban bajo la lluvia, Fred se mojaba, pero Ted se quedaba seco. When they walked in the rain, Fred got wet, but Ted stayed dry. A los dos les gustaba la música. Fred tocaba la flauta. Ted tocaba la tuba. They both liked music. Fred played the flute. Ted played the tuba. Cuando cenaban, Fred comía espinaca y Ted comía remolacha. When they had dinner, Fred ate spinach and Ted ate beets. Cuando pintaban la casa, Ted usaba pintura roja. Fred usaba pintura verde. When they painted the house, Ted used red paint. And Fred used green paint. Un día Fred y Ted fueron de viaje. Fred iba con su automóvil verde. Ted iba en su automóvil rojo. One day, Fred and Ted took a trip. Fred went in his green car. Ted went in his red car. Fred manejaba su automóvil despacio. Ted manejaba su automóvil deprisa. Fred drove his car slowly. Ted drove his car fast. Cuando llegaron a las montañas, Ted esquió el día entero. Fred patinaba el día entero. When they got to the mountains, Ted skied all day long. Fred skied all day long. Al anochecer, ambos estaban muy cansados. Mira, dijo Fred, un hotelito. By nighttime, both of them were very tired. Look, said Fred, a small hotel. Fred tomó un cuarto en los altos. Ted tomó un cuarto en los bajos. Fred got a room upstairs. Ted got a room downstairs. Que duermas bien, dijo Fred. Buenas noches, Fred. Que duermas bien, dijo Ted. Good night, Ted. Sleep well, said Fred. Good night, Fred. Sleep well, said Ted. Pero no durmieron bien. Arriba, Fred daba porrazos y trompazos y se meneaba y se volteaba. Y abajo Ted gemía y gruñía y rechinaba y se agitaba por toda la cama. But they did not sleep well upstairs. Fred thumped and bumped and tossed and turned, and downstairs Ted moaned and groaned and crashed and trashed all over the bed. Vamos a pasear, dijo Fred a Ted. Qué buena idea, dijo Ted y Fred. Podemos pasear y conversar. Let's take a walk, Fred said to Ted. A good idea, said Ted to Fred. We can walk and talk. Caminaron cuesta arriba, caminaron cuesta abajo. They walked uphill, they walked downhill. Hablaron de cosas importantes. Hablaron de cosas sin importancia. They made tall talk. They made small talk. ¿Pudiste dormir anoche, Ted? Ni una pestañazo, dijo Fred. Did you get any sleep last night, Ted? Not a wink, Fred. Mi cama es muy pequeña. Mi cama es muy grande. My bed is too little. My bed is too small. ¿Qué podemos hacer, Ted? No sé, Fred. What can we do about it, Ted? I don't know, Fred. What do you think they can do? Do you find any solution to this problem? What do you think Ted and Fred could do? Okay, let's switch. Sé lo que hay que hacer, dijo el pájaro. Solo cambien de cuartos. Ted debe dormir en los altos y Fred debe dormir en los bajos. ¡Seguro! El pájaro dio en el clavo. I know what to do, said the bird. Just switch rooms. Ted should sleep upstairs and Fred should sleep downstairs. Of course! The birds got the word. A la cama, gritó Ted. A la cama, gritó Fred. Back to bed, yelled Ted. Back to bed, yelled Fred. Me voy abajo, gritó Fred. Me voy arriba, gritó Ted. It's downstairs for me, yelled Fred. It's upstairs for me, yelled Ted. Ted saltó a la cama en los altos y Fred saltó en la cama grande en los bajos. Ted jumped in the little bed upstairs and Fred jumped into the big bed downstairs. Ted durmió todo el día en la camita cómoda y Fred durmió todo el día en la cama grande y cómoda. Ted slept all day long in the cozy little bed. And Fred slept all day in the cozy big bed. Bueno, eso fue fácil de resolver. Los perros grandes necesitan camas grandes. Los perros pequeños necesitan camas pequeñas. ¿Por qué buscar problemas donde no lo hay? Well, that was easy fixed. Big dogs need big beds. Little dogs need little beds. Why make a big problem out of little problems? Do you think we tend to do that? Make little problems big problems? The end.
Hola Panteras, Miss Hardy here. Today I'm going to show you how to do two different art projects. The first art project is a leaf printing project where I will show you how to transfer the image of the leaf onto paper using markers. So that's the first one. The second project is a leaf rubbing project, and I will show you how to use leaves underneath your paper and a crayon to expose all the details of the leaf. So the shape, the stems, and the veins in the leaf. So I have these two projects to show you today. I hope that you guys can do these at home, and I'd love to see what you create. Okay, so this one is the leaf rubbing with crayon, and this work is the leaf print with marker. So first I'm going to show you the one with the marker. Okay, so let's do our leaf print with markers. First, I'm going to need paper, markers, and leaves. So paper, here's some markers. I have a bunch of colored markers here. If you don't have markers, you can use a highlighter. You could also use paint if you have that. And then you're going to need an assortment of leaves. So these are just different leaves that I've found outside my house. Anything will really do, even if these aren't dried leaves, but dried leaves would work. You're also going to need this for your next project as well. So here's my paper. You can keep it big if you want to. I am going to actually cut it in half. So a couple different ways to do that is I can just take my paper, fold it, and actually cut it in half. Open it back up. And actually cut it in half, following this center crease that I made. So there's that. That's one way. Then the other way that I can have my paper is actually folding it in half here where my lines meet. Press down the center, and I did this last week too for the sketchbooks. So if you don't have scissors, open it up. I like to flip it over, fold it, and press again, and then open my paper up, and then hold down with one hand and pull away with your other hand. Okay, so now I have more paper I can use. Okay, so now that I have my paper, I'm going to choose some colored markers. So for this one, let's see, I'll do orange and green for the first leaf. And then I also need a scrap piece of paper that I'm going to use the markers to color onto the leaves. So here's a scrap piece of paper that I'm going to use. All right, and now I get to pick my leaves. Let's see, I'm gonna pick this one to use. I'm going to also choose this leaf, and I'm going to actually use markers on the side where I can see the stem and on the details of my leaf. So we're basically going to use the ink and the markers to transfer the image of the leaf. So printing is transferring, you're transferring an image. And in this case, we're going to use the veins and the stem and the shape of the leaf and transfer the image. So let's start with this leaf. So I'm going to uncap my marker, and I'm going to just color all over, filling in my whole entire, whatever side I want. I could do stripes or something like that. In this case, I'm actually going to fill it in solid. So I'm filling in the whole entire right side of the leaf, but you could do a different color. You could do a design. You could do rainbow. Okay. There's that. And now I'm going to do orange on this side. Actually gonna turn this around. Hold on, and notice this is exactly why I have this paper here. So if something like that happens where the leaf moves, then the ink doesn't get all over my table. It can just get on my scratch piece of paper. Okay, this looks pretty good. It's all filled in, cap your marker. And then I'm going to take my paper, my good piece of paper, the one that I want to use to print on, take my leaf. I'm going to turn it over and then figure out where you want it to go. I'm gonna put this one down here. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is press So I'm not gonna move the leaf yet. I'm just pressing on top, applying pressure. And then when I think I've applied pressure over the entire leaf, I can take it by the stem and lift it up. And you can see now I have a print, and you can see that all the marker here was transferred that I applied on my leaf is transferred on my paper. Okay, so that's one. Let's try one more. I'm going to use this time purple and blue. So I have the back of, here's the front of my leaf, the back. Probably helps to put your cap on the back of your marker. Color in. This one colors in, this leaf is coloring pretty nicely. Okay, cap back on. Oop, there we go. Filling it in. I put my finger right here, so I'm actually gonna go back over it. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn my leaf over. Let's go like this. Put my leaf down and press. Ooh, that one's pretty cool. I hadn't tried this leaf yet. You can still see that there's actually some marker left on this leaf, so maybe I could get another print out of this. Let's just try it. Yeah, a little bit more, not as much, but this is how you print. You can do lots of different variations of this, but this is how you would print using leaves and markers. And like I said, again, you could use paint or something like that. You can even try to print in your sketchbook. This is the one that I made last week, so I could even try, and I'm gonna try and print in here too. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to do some texture rubbings with the leaf. So this means you're going over something that's raised, and in this case, the leaves have a raised veins and stem, which is going to create texture, and I'm going to use crayons to rub over the leaves, and then we will see the images appear. So what you'll need for this is some paper. You'll need crayons. You can also use, if you don't have crayons, you can use a pencil. Just make sure it's not super sharp and that you're going to use the side of the pencil, not as if you were writing, but actually the side, so you don't poke through the paper. And then you're going to need an assortment of leaves. So I'm gonna collect some leaves here. And then what I'm going to do actually is arrange the leaves underneath my paper. So just arrange them any way you like. It's pretty good. And then cover them. So you want to make sure if this is like poking out here, well, actually you could have a leaf going off the paper if you want, but I want to make sure that they're all underneath. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is pick a color. I actually chose darker colors because I found that, at least on camera, you could actually see the details better with darker colored crayons, but you choose what you want. And then what I'm going to do is hold my paper, hold my crayon, hold it to the side. So not as if you're writing, hold it to the side. And I'm going to use my crayon and go with a rubbing motion back and forth over my leaves. And you can see that they are appearing. So this is pretty fun. It kind of almost like feels like a magic trick. Wow. You can see, I know I have a couple more over here. Here's another one that we can expose. Look at all the detail Wow, I can see the edge of this leaf, how it's kind of zigzaggy. I can see these stems and all the veins. I know I have one leaf, more leaf there. Cool. And then what you can do too, now that I have one color, what I could do too is I noticed there's some spaces here, so I could actually move some of my leaves a little bit. So underneath here, and then go over, let's go over with another color. So let's go over with this darker color. So you can layer the colors. Pretty cool. Ooh, you know what I want to try? I want to do this in my sketchbook too. So this was the one that so here's my final one. I could add even more colors. I'd like to try it on this one. I'm going to use a little bit of a bigger leaf. Put it down, turn my paper. Let's use a blue. Kind of see it. Maybe another color. This paper, oh, okay, that helps. You can kind of see it there. Okay, well, send me photos of what you guys do. I'd love to see if you do some of the leaf rubbings, or I'd love to see if you do a print, if you do one or both, or if you have any other creative ideas that have inspired you from this project.